This is the MGTOW Infinium here with another Infinium training session. This Infinium training session is entitled Women Can See You, They Just Won't Give Up. Now, my MGTOW brothers, in their ongoing efforts to get us entrapped into their Venus flytraps, in their ongoing efforts to get around their desperation because of the penetration and the effect of the MGTOW philosophy, as well as the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic crisis. Women are still coming up with new tactics, new schemes to again entrap us into their Venus flytraps. And just when I think it is time to close out the Woman Can See You series, they again just won't give up. They come up with new tactics to again entrap us as men into their Venus flytraps. The first tactic is called the final destination abort. Now, what can happen here is a woman will go into a department store or a grocery store, grab a empty shopping cart, and go and go up and down aisles and just kind of scan into those aisles looking for a target. So you're there, you're shopping along, you're just kind of oblivious to what's going on around you. You just mind your business and you're trying to get your stuff done. And she passes by, she scans into the aisle, sees you there as a target, appears to be moving on to her final destination. Then she aborts, pulls into the aisle, and comes in the aisle with you. Now, my main topic is a couple of things will happen here when she does this. She may just go by and scan you, try to read you, all while just trying to greet you, saying hello, good morning, good evening, that type of thing. She'll just go on down the aisle and go out of the aisle, not picking up anything. She may also come and try to shit test you. And this, by what I mean by shit testing you, let's say you have a card in the aisle, or you're just standing next to the aisle, standing next to a shelf, trying to look for something. She will actually try to push your card aside, push in front of you, just trying to see if you will move out of the way, if you will act cordially, or if you will move your cart so she can get past you, that type of thing. She suddenly has to squeeze past you. She has to get in front of you and get something from that shelf that you're looking at. And she'll just, or she could just come and kind of have hover around you and kind of act like she's looking at something that you're looking at, and then again she'll kind of say, "Well, can I get this that item that's right in front of you?" And again, push in front of you. But again, all along, what she's doing is gathering tactical data. She is targeting you. She is trying to scan you. She's trying to read you, trying to get you to look in her face to see if she can get a good read on you, that type of thing, my MGTOW brothers. Now, the next tactic is somewhat similar to the first tactic. This tactic is called "My Hands Are Full. Can you please help me?" And typically what happens is a woman will grab a bunch of articles from a shelf and again go along and try to scan into the aisles looking for targets. Once she finds a target, she will go and ask that target for help because he's standing in front of an item that's on the shelf that she needs. And what she will do is, "My dear, can you just get that item off of the shelf and put it into my arms? My arms are full. I can't reach it. I can't put this stuff down. Can you just please help me?" And once she's done that, she will either try to engage in a conversation with you or she will move on. But again, if you move on, there she is again. She's targeting you. She's scanning you and reading you. And again, she may ask you for help. And what you can think of, my MGTOW brothers, is every major department store or grocery store makes sure that you can have a cart or a basket available to you when you enter the store. So there's no need for what she's doing. But she's doing this because she's trying to get you to, again, be placed into a favorable position so that she can scan you and read you.
According to dictionary.
And scan you and read you. And see, again, if she can get you entrapped into a Venus flytrap. Now, my MGTOW brothers, I just want to move on to some general discussion. And basically, it's just a warning to all of us as MGTOW men to stay on track and to stay focused as to what's going on. To stay on track, you stay on the MGTOW path, to not be caught up in what's going on around us, but to be caught up in what we need to be caught up in. It appears that this COVID-19 is about to have its second round. So you can look at things this way, my MGTOW brothers. The desperation that women had was getting intense before the COVID-19 pandemic happened. And this is because of the penetration and the effect of the MGTOW philosophy, my MGTOW brothers. So naturally, then when the shutdowns occurred, the closed doors, the lost opportunities to fish for men became so much that women had to be placed in positions where they could not really do what they did formerly before the pandemic. You can see now that they are more desperate to get their ducks in a row to avoid what happened in the first phase of this pandemic, to avoid the loneliness, to avoid the not having resources, not having a man to be a slave to them. They want to avoid these things. And again, that's why you're seeing the outward criticism of the philosophy all along through the pandemic, that we as men were wrong to go our own way. But again, there is a sense of desperation that women must now get their ducks in a row before this second wave hits, if it hits. And so that's why, again, you will see women acting more amiable, more friendly, trying to approach you, acting more approachable, that type of thing. But my MGTOW brothers, I would say to you again, to ignore these things and to look again at what is going on and consider what is happening. Because again, there are no unicorns. There are no Newalts. And again, these women are only looking for props, supports to take them through the second wave when it comes. And if you're, again, my MGTOW brothers, if you're wavering and because of the sense of loneliness you may feel from time to time, I would only point out to you, look at what has happened to these men, these rich men like Will Smith, Jeff Bezos, all these men. They could not keep a woman happy with all these riches, with all the fame and fortune. Will Smith is the ultimate pickup artist, in my opinion. He's a type of man that, for instance, I think he made a movie called Hitch a few years back, and it was how teaching a simp how to pick up women, how to have a relationship with women. And he is the ultimate pickup man. He's an actor. He's famous. He's worldwide. He's known worldwide. All these things, but yet he was made a fool of by his wife, by his wife, who basically had an affair on him. And if you could see the body language, the all the facial expressions that he had, he looked like a fool. Again, Aisha Curry, all the riches, all the wealth. She could easily pick up a phone and get anything and everything she wanted. She has more than any woman could want on this planet. But yet she wants men to look at her. She wants men to acknowledge her rather than to be one that she must be faithful to her husband. Now, my mentor brothers, if these men cannot keep these women happy, what makes you think that you can make a woman happy, that you can keep her the lime of your life, the one that who is dedicated to you? If these women are monkey branching and doing all these things with hypergamy, what makes you think that they will not do it to you as well, my Maytaw brothers? So again, it is necessary for you to understand that there is no benefit to you to cohabitate with or to marry a woman in this day and age. The only benefit to you is to stay on the MGTOW path, to put yourself first, to take care of you, to make yourself the prominent part of your life, rather than the machinations of a Aisha Curry, rather than the foolishness of a Jada Pinkett Smith. My Maytaw brothers, it is not necessary to put up with this nonsense. It is, in my opinion, pure BS that is coming from women. And whereas they demand loyalty from men, why is it then that they cannot provide? Why is it then that they cannot be loyal to men? Why can they not support us? Why is it always monkey branching? And why should we as men, as MGTOW men, put up with that? My MGTOW brothers, I would say no to that. And I'm sure that you, as a MGTOW man, as a critical thinker, would say no to that as well. And so therefore, again, it is important for you to stay on the MGTOW path, to walk towards your freedom, walk towards something that is of great benefit to you, that can open up great doors for you, that can open up new vistas for you. My MGTOW brothers, that is the only way. To serve on the feminist plantation state is a death sentence for you, my MGTOW brothers. And so there again, it is no benefit to you to cohabitate with or to marry a woman in this day and age. None whatsoever, my MGTOW brothers. The only thing that you can do is to be free and stay on the MGTOW path. This is the MGTOW Infinium, and this has been an Infinium training session. My MGTOW brothers, now more than ever, stay safe, stay strong, stay on the MGTOW path, and remember, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. MGTOW cannot and will not be stopped.